I was just before I wrapped up the show, while I've got you two here, I thought I'd just quickly go back to this thing that I was about to read. Only because just skimming it, I just saw, I don't know what I saw, so I just wanted to read it.
Yeah, I want to
Give
go
you
back to that. I wanted to. That's things I wanted to come on actually.
Cool. So here we go. An esoteric reflection on the pandemic, the four noble truths, and the desire of all nations. Like, I don't know what this is about, but it's from the lucistrust.org. We've been like looking into it today. Most students of the ageless wisdom will be familiar with the Buddha's four noble truths that arose from his enlightenment. Simply stated, they concern the truth of suffering, the cause of suffering, the end of suffering, and the path that leads to the end of suffering. Together, they reveal that the energy of desire enables us to be active in the world, but without right direction, it generates into a craving for the sensations arriving from interactions with matter. This craving is the cause of suffering. So Buddha says desire is suffering from wanting stuff and then realizing that there's a lack or whatever creates suffering. Give me 1 second, please. 1 second. Yeah, boom, I'm back. Thank you. Hit the like button, family, if you haven't already, yeah? All right, cool. Here we go. The relationship between desire and suffering operates under the great universal law of cause and effect. In Buddhist philosophy, it is called the law of dependent origination and is based on Buddha's simple yet profound formula. When this is, that is. From the arising of this comes the arising of that. When this isn't, that isn't. From the cessation of this comes the cessation of that. The central agency at work in this formula might be called the germ of desire. The word germ, variously described as the origin of something that develops, the rudiment of a new organism in an existing one, or a small mass of living substance capable of developing into an organism or one of its parts. In the book Esoteric Healing, a germ is described as the first effect of an original cause. With this understanding, we can apply the Buddha's formula to two of the great needs cited in the Alice Bailey writings during the Second World War and see if we can shed some light on how the national germs of desire have developed into the global problems of today, she wrote. The Axis nations need to grasp the teachings of the Buddha as he enunciated it in the Four Noble Truths. They need to realize that the cause of all sorrow and woe is desire, desire for that which is material. The United Nations needs to learn to apply the law of love as enunciated in the life of Christ and to express the truth that no man liveth unto himself, and no nation either, and that the goal of all human effort is loving understanding prompted by a program of love for the whole. From the perspective of the germs of desire, we might regard nations as cells of light struggling to grow into a worldwide social organism, but contaminated by a virus that lives within each cell, a parasite that hijacks the cellular process, encoding the cell's proteins with its own desires, replacing the synthesis, which is essential for the structure, function, and regulation of the social organism. While each cell displays a measure of group aspiration and growth towards the light of the cosmic Christ, the universal Christ known by different names in different regions. The various thrives in darkness, replicating itself within the host to further its own separate desires. The viral materialism is evident in most, if not all, nations today, even if different from the fascism of the Axis nations during the Second World War. According to the ageless wisdom teachings, this involuntary desire for material things was the major sin of the Atlantean civilization. And when vice and cupidity reached their most ruthless height, a law was brought into being to offset the malicious growth. It translates as follows. He who lives only for material goods, who sacrifices all virtue in order to gain that which cannot last, will die in life, will find breath failing him, and yet will refuse to think of death until the summons comes. The teachings further state that the law marks the origin of tuberculosis, one of the three main tendencies in the human body, along with cancer and syphilis, that lie behind every single disease. We might speculate, therefore, that the majority of diseases that affect the lungs and respiratory tract are related to tuberculosis, which is still one of the top 10 causes of death in the world. After more than a century of decline, in the mid-1980s, tuberculosis began to increase until it is now considered to be out of control in many countries. Added to this, the number of infectious diseases has been growing rapidly since the 1980s, with more than 12,000 documented outbreaks having infected and killed tens of millions of people around the world. While the current pandemic fits into this category, we should bear in mind that pandemics are the anarchic rampage of involuntary lives in the etheric body of the planet, which are indiscriminative and take little note of personal karma. Every human being has to build an individual body from planetary matter, which is tainted from long ages of misspent force. As all human beings grow in the Earth's interconnecting web of life to a degree, all are susceptible to infectious diseases. Specifically, tuberculosis is the result of the misuse of the building energy of love wisdom that nations should be using to create the new world organism in the light of the Christ principle. But while progress was made in the immediate period after 1945, international tensions grew again, and a narrow escape from world destruction at the height of Cold War should have been a salutary lesson for humanity. Instead, a significant opportunity to resume constructing a United Nations organism was still squandered following the collapse of the Berlin Wall in 1989. In the words of the strategic diplomat Torga E. something something, and then some next thing. But like, what is this? What are they talking about? Can anybody tell me?
It sounds like just the ideology about it. It seems like it's just leading to one world order. They're basically trying to say that the world is that these separate nations are trying to form into one nation, but they're being prevented by a virus inside each nation, like a sickness, a germ, this desire to whatever. So that's a desire to protect your nation, desire to defend your borders, whatever this sickness is that's preventing these nations from just melding into one, which is what they're trying to do. This is that cornball bullshit that I was talking about. They're just peddling their bullshit right now.
Yeah, this is just like communism wrapped up in esoteric nonsense.
Yeah, they're literally peddling bullshit, but trying to make it. But I can't say them trying to make it sound intellectual. But these people are placing themselves as though they're speaking from a higher place, and they're right in there with the UN. They got offices in the UN, and so this is considered to be some kind of think tank, right? So in that respect, it's kind of some intellectual esoteric bullshit that they're trying to peddle. It's one of them things that you're not smart enough to understand. That kind of bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Leave it to them. They understand it. You just follow. Like the world's trying to become one nation. What's wrong with you? Are you an idiot?
Yeah, check this. I knew I was reading this for a reason. How well these words describe the remedy for our times. Invoke to evoke. Although those observations are made from a Western perspective, they are advocates of this spirit of this diplomacy in all nations. The spirit of I wonder who the spirit of diplomacy is in their mind. In all nations, and now is the time of opportunity to empower it. Yeah, check this. In the darkness of world crisis, ideas shine. Ideas shine out in brilliant contrast and carry their most potent appeal. The pandemic has reignited the vision of world unity, and it has to be seized. Not allowing the glamours of wealth and status to divert and destroy it once again. Now is the time for the germ of the Christ light to grow vigorously towards international synthesis. One world order, the Christ light. Well, you know, this is the Lucis Trust, formerly the Lucifer Trust. They tell you themselves, Lucifer are synonymous with light. They tell you that themselves in this very own website, and now they're telling you that it's now the time for the germ of the Christ light to grow because there's a pandemic and there's darkness.
So does the Christ light, doesn't that mean the chosen light? Because the Christ means the chosen, right?
I don't know what the Christ means. I've heard the Christ means different things. So
it looks to me like they just hijacked the Christ story to try and fucking slip in communism. This is disgusting.
I think they mentioned the Christ story to just confuse people that like they're not talking about Lucifer.
This is propaganda at its height. I mean, I've got to give them credit for it.
This is you should check out this website. I'm telling you, it's like amazing to read. It's like I said, it's part of the UN, and yeah, man, it's deep, and yes, like the Lucifer Trust, isn't it? That's what it is. We shall then have a nation.
They use too much big words, man. It's hard to understand.
Huh? Say it again. Say it again.
You can hear me.
This is. Oh my God, check this.
I'm lagging.
This is the meaning of the enigmatic. This is the meaning of the enigmatic biblical phrase, "the desire of all nations." A germ of desires lies in the emotional nature of every nation. Remember, they said that every nation is a spiritual entity. Remember, they said that, yeah. Every nation, which is a basis for progress. It is the subtle. Yeah, listen. It is the subtle force behind the flags of all nations. Sounds a bit like the spirit of diplomacy. What is these forces and these spirits that they allude to in this? I told you they speak in triple talk. And backwards and inverted. Behind the flag is a point of power, which is the point, remember, point of light? Yeah, is a point of power, which is the point of inspiration to the soul of the people. As it germinates, we shall then have a nation galvanized into activity by interior spiritual energy. What the fuck are they talking about? We're galvanized into activity. So put to work, put to task. Remember, they talk about being servers of the plan. This thing is deep. Galvanized into activity by interior spiritual energy, the nation will then be linked up through the point at the center with the source of divine inspiration, which is one of all types, all nations, and all races in time and space. This is a great spiritual formula that can be used to stimulate the germ of desire in the nations of the world, sometimes referred to as the sun upon the square. A fruitful area of service is to be found here, if the intuition suffices to penetrate its meaning and significance to even the smallest degree. None of the words they use are circumstantial. These are well thought together,
deliberate words,
deliberate messages to the initiates, and exoteric basis for the neophytes, for the you know what I mean, the beginners. So yeah, man.
So basically, right.
Corona. What they're saying is Corona is a perfect way to bring about a new world order, is what they're saying.
Yeah. And the problem is this, right? What they've just explained in that last paragraph. Look, all individuals have got a higher power, all individuals, right? Whether people have accessed it or not. They have to come to the acceptance and understanding about manifestations and understand all the teachings and everything else. And it can take years, right? Collectively, they've got the power is stronger. And what these people are basically saying is, let's get everybody on the same wavelength so we can have the power of directing where that source of the power goes to. No, I'm not handing over my power to them. Fuck off.
Yeah, it can't. weirdos as well. They're just weird and lame. They think they could just say this shit out loud and people won't say, "Shut up, you weirdo."
Yeah. No.
People yesing you to death out here.
And
You know what I
this is one of the reasons why I want Brexit. I don't want to be part of their new world order. I don't want to be part of this global fucking.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this is why we have to have this conversation, because a lot of people think not being part of Brexit means that you're sticking a finger up to the new world order. But in fact, it is a plan, and a plan to bring about their causes. This is, we're not outside of their plan. If you see what it's causing around the world at this time, or all the stuff that's going, it's right in line with a. You got to not be British and look at it, man. You got to not be British or European or any nation. You just got to look at it like a game, like a fucking, like a. If you watched it like it was chess, it wouldn't be personal to you, and you wouldn't think that you was going against, or that move was going against the gameplay. It wasn't. It's part of this. This is a game of strategy, in my opinion.
If Brexit was what they wanted, not what we wanted. This whole pantomime about hard Brexit, no deal. This is just all their pantomime. Do you know what I mean? It's what they wanted.
Oh no, I definitely want Brexit. Definitely think it's the way to go.
No, but I'm saying this is what they wanted. This is what the New World Order wanted. Otherwise, it would have been the other way. No, you don't think they choose what happens in that weren't even an election. That was a referendum. So
a lot of fighting.
Anyway,
we've got a lot of fighting to do. Take back our own destiny.
Oh, but definitely.
Like I say to you, there's a lot of things that I've read, and I go back to the Sumerian text. The one thing that always fazed them was what was the difference between destiny and fate, and can it be changed, and why not, and if so, how? That was the conundrums that they went back to, and it's a conundrum we're always going to come back to, because everything goes in cycles, and you have to understand that it's not actual cycles, it's more like closed quartered spirals, and that when the crossover point comes, you have to know when to jump the cycle so that you miss going into the cycle, and that you actually go that spiral. It's hard to explain, but that's what all the dimensions are about as well, and that's why you need to understand the sacred geometry and all that kind of stuff. And that's why there's the crossover and everything else. So all of it is interconnected, and it's quite deep. It's quite deep.
Yeah, it's more than quite deep. It's way more than quite deep.
Me, I'm confused with all this bullshit, man. I don't know, man. Man, be careful for me, something.
This is an organization that's basically hand in hand with the UN. They have their offices in the UN. Basically, the UN buildings is where
Fam. Look at this. A planetary network of light and goodwill. Yeah, this goodwill. Well, we're talking about is intention. We're talking about magic. Yeah, but
goodwill with a capital G. So basically, I guess it means whatever their intention is.
So hear this now. Watch this now. You got the little grid around the little fake Earth thing, whatever. Wonder how many sections are in that. But anyway, service through the power of thought. Service. Remember, I told you they talk about service, right? So you're doing service for this spiritual master, right? The master, yeah. Boom. Triangles is a service activity using the power of thought and of prayer to uplift and transform consciousness. 3 people form a triangle. 3 people agree to link in thought each day using the great invocation, a world prayer. They visualize energies of light and goodwill circulating through the 3 focal points of their triangle and pouring out through the network of triangles surrounding the planet. Participants imagine the hearts and minds of the human family being irradiated with light and goodwill, strengthening all that is good and true and of beauty in the world. All faiths and spiritual traditions. People of goodwill from all faiths and spiritual traditions are actively working with this daily rhythm. It is a brief practice that can easily be added to one's regular period of prayer or meditation. An invitation. We invite you to join with two like-minded friends to add a new triangle to this planetary network of light and goodwill. You can also form a triangle online, finding others who are seeking triangle partners. Yeah.
Triangles partners.
So,
Register your triangle.
Jupiter. What is this?
Right. Well, at first, to me, the wording, you think, oh, that sounds good, because you can manifest goodness and stuff like that, and harness good energy. Okay, but looking at that diagram, okay, and in the recesses of my mind, and I don't know what the story is, I'm going to have to go and look it up. I recall a story that I read in some ancient scriptures somewhere. I can't remember where though. Might even be India, but I can't remember where there was this story where they said that the world had a grid around it, okay, and that if the grid lights up and it sparks off the energy force that's around it, that not only will humankind be entrapped, but you're going to send off a signal that alerts the rest of the universe. It's a weird old story, that we're where we are. And then they're going to be able to find us, and then we are going to be visited. So it's kind of weird, because that diagram kind of looks like the diagram that went along with the story that I read.
But that's kind of what you were alluding to earlier, though, isn't it? Like this savior or whatever is coming as like a visitor, not a visitor, but it's going to come down. It's going to like appear like they're coming from the sky or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever.
So if I was to put that with all the other stuff that I read, I would say that what they're trying to do is use the natural energy of human beings to make us all one, to form a conduit, to send out a signal into outer space, to come to planet Earth. Meanwhile, at the same time, entrapping ourselves. Yeah.
I think I think what they're doing is getting us to send our spiritual energy to a single point, which is their master.
And their master is
just farming. Is getting us to farm. Turning us into solar panels. And farming
so
our energy.
Our energy into their Lucifer.
Yeah. Because even this stuff to do with aliens, right? You have to be mindful that 15 years ago there was conspiracy theories that the government were going to start what they called the Disclosure Project to pretend that we've been visited by aliens, so that they could get the control that way.
Yeah.
So you have to be mindful that some of it could be just play acting. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the vortexes that were supposed to have gone over Russia. Some people say that they're proper vortexes. Other people say no, they're not vortexes. They were created by the hydrogen cylinder and the technology that they had, but they were just trying out some new stuff.
What is there video of these vortexes?
Yeah, but yeah, if you look, type into YouTube, you should be able to find some. You see, they light up the sky. These vortexes that are in the sky. It's quite amazing. But notice, I'll tell you what else. We definitely had a pole shift though, and we know that definitely happened because there was planes that crashed. Because they were going off the runway because the radars were wrong, and then we also had birds that were flying into buildings and dying in masses. You know, like a lot of people put it down to 5G, but in fact we had loads of whales and that washing up on the seashores that they shouldn't have washed up in, and swimming in the wrong waters and stuff. So it wasn't just down to 5G. This was down to the fact that our poles shifted. Yeah. And that's natural. That was meant to happen. That happens quite often, you know, over a certain cycle of time. This is what the Mayans were teaching us, that everything it goes in cycles. It's just that nobody's really been able to work out what the actual year is for the premonitions that are within that calendar, because they deliberately changed the calendars that we go by.
I don't see any vortex shit.
Huh?
Can't find any.
All right, Yeah, let me find
I
some.
found some spiral looking thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What
Yeah.
in Norway? Is that the thing
I
in
see one
Norway?
in Norway, yeah.
2008.
Yeah,
It
there was
looks
loads
like the same thing, yeah.
been taken down. I don't know. Put it up and show us, and I'll tell you if it's what they're talking about. It's like a spiral that goes up in a triangle sort of thing to a point. Yeah.
Yeah, put it up, Les. Let me see. Let's shift it to that. Well, go on in the chat. What you lot saying, man? You not finding it interesting? Where you at with it, man? Yeah, man. I think it's been another interesting show, man.
Did you see a couple of days ago something entered the Earth's atmosphere in China, a big blazing thing?
No.
Did that? I can't remember where I saw it now. It must have been. I think it might have been
But
Daily Mail. I
you-
had a video with it as well. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
No, but you can.
Yo, S.
Yeah.
What you saying? You can what?
No, I was just looking at that first one. It just looked like.
I can't see. You're not sharing the right screen, right?
Oh, I was just kind of watching it. I didn't even really think about it like that. But yeah, it just looked like. I don't know. See it for yourself. Don't let me taint it.
So they said it was. Is that what you're talking about, Jupiter?
Sorry, let me have a look. I was busy.
Go back. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me try and get this a better shape.
That's it.
Yeah, thing it, full screen it.
But it might change because I got it on a tab, innit?
No, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's it. So some people are saying that that's artificially created by CGI and stuff, and other people are saying no, it's natural.
Natural.
Yeah, they're saying you've got some scientists who come out and say that it's just an optical illusion, but
And someone said that it was a meet up on road. But what the fuck is that? That looks like a beam. So that looks like a beam projecting
created. Yeah, that's into the sky. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yep.
So it looked like to me.
Go back. Pause it on that interesting shot. Yeah.
Yeah. The other one looked the same. It was just smaller. It was just further away. But yeah, just looked the same to me. It looks like a beam from the ground, but it also looks like pretty poor CGI as well. But because the video quality is so poor, unsurprisingly.
It's never a fucking HD shot, is it?
It's never anything you could use. No, it's always
right. Listen. People can zoom into the surface of the moon with a fucking Hawaii phone, and no one
can ever catch anything on any kind of HD or 4K or from any phone ever when it matters. No terrorist attack, no nothing. It's always the grainiest, furthest away, obstructed piece of video from one angle only, despite the thousands of people that are around. Always the same bullshit. And it's got that same grainy look. You couldn't hope to do anything with.
Yeah, someone said it's like the bat signal getting thrown up.
Light.
What's that? Are they explaining it as the aurora thing?
Oh no, they're just saying
Now they're saying it's a
it's not
missile.
strange.
Yeah. Missile that's gone 40. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Okay, if you type in Daily Mail, huge ball of fire falls from the sky and crashes into a Chinese county, and that was 3 days ago. And there's a video to that.
Anything coming out of China right now, I'm taking as pantomime. Like,
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just saying they've literally taken the crown as.
Did you see their moon landing?
Their moon landing from back in the day, or was it Japan?
Was it Japan? Whoever's the recent one.
Oh no, it must be them. Maybe it was them. Yeah.
Yeah, and America and NASA's all co-signing it, bro. It's like,
Yeah,
bro,
obviously.
it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Oh, they're saying Leighton comes on next. You know, Taffy. Ask him because he's got a strange video that he recorded himself. He was the recorder. So I'd like to see what that is.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth the fucking headache having Taffy on for that one. That's actually too strange after a while. I can't be bothered.
Something, can he, Leighton? Leighton's always on something.
Yeah.
And crashes into a Chinese county, leaving locals stunned, not injured.
Not injured.
Wow. A suspected bowler.
Their thing, they got multiple films of it. Like loads of people filmed it at the same time. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But yeah. So there's a group of people out there that say this is disclosure. This is being leaked out on purpose, as per what they were going to do 15 years ago. That was the conspiracy theory. And then there's another group saying
this is going to crash behind the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
here we go.
Full screen it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then it disappears behind the mountain. There's the good bit. It repeats twice in 19 seconds. Was their moon landing video any better than that? It's a different angle. Disappears.
Wait, is it nighttime? Oh shit! Well, it's nighttime, yeah. When it's going, okay. Well,
I don't know if it's nighttime, but the camera might have.
Go that last shot. If you can reel it back or go back to the last shot or whatever, that was nighttime.
Yeah, it was nighttime. When the ball flame comes in, it lights up the sky.
Lights up the whole fucking sky, which is I find interesting. People that want to talk about flat Earth, how easy it is to light up shit with some poxy little thing.
I didn't see nothing crash into nothing. I see something burn out in the sky.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. Something burned out in the sky.
What's this? Take this off the screen. What is that? What is
Pig
that?
king. Some pig king, apparently.
So also, if you go to the Daily Mail and type in Israel alien contact.
Yeah. We know.
In the Daily Mail, yeah?
Yeah.
We know about that. We know.
Story that
the Daily Mail anti-Semitic.
This is gonna hold on. Now listen, see the Israel Daily Mail one now. The Israel one. That's now where the man talks about the Galactic Federation. So we've now done.
Really?
Yeah, we've now done full circle. Hold on, Trump. Listen, it was the man. It was Trump hired this guy. He worked for Trump. He was the head of the Israeli space or something.
Yeah, I see that. But Trump's supposed to be our savior.
Look, Galactic Federation. There you go.
Yeah,
so I think everyone pay attention now.
Yeah, because this is in you lot's masters' newspapers.
Look, man.
Pay attention because your masters are communicating. Mankind has made contact with an alien galactic federation, but it has been kept secret because humanity isn't ready. Former head of Israel's space security program claims.
He's the second man this year to come out and say and make another
claim.
He's the second man. Yes, another man has come out and said the same thing. and use Galactic Federation as well. So I beg everyone see that this shit is real. Like I said, man, that's why I like when I chat with certain people, because we get the time and the energy to actually talk about some real shit. Some people just drain your energy and you can't really get into some shit. This is more pressing than half the shit that you're thinking of. This shit right here. I know you may think it's some big dead distraction.
The aliens had to intervene to stop Donald Trump.
When he appeared to be on the verge of blurting out their secrets. You hear me? So Donald Trump was going to talk the things, and the aliens stepped up and told him allow it, and he listens to them. But he
Listen to this.
He's selling a book and he's about to die.
Yeah. Oh, watch this now. Watch this. He's about to die as well. That just makes it killer. The same 87-year-old dude says the aliens will not come out into the open until humanity can evolve and reach a stage where we will understand what space and spaceships are. Wow. Wow. I thought we understood what space and spaceships were. We supposedly went to space in spaceships.
We supposedly came to Mars, ain't we?
Yeah.
I must have got that wrong.
Yeah. Did not say how long the aliens have been hiding in the shadows, but said some of the supposed contact had taken place during Trump's presidency. Oh my God, it's so crafted for your mind to ingest. It's not, do you know what I mean? It's literally crafted for your mind. This is like, it contains what you need to know, according to them.
Yeah.
So look up 6 years ago, aliens exist. It's a YouTube.
I want to read more of this.
Oh, okay. Read that one then.
US government and alien visitors. Fabric of. Why would the aliens want to work with the Americans to study the fabric of the universe? What did the Americans know?
Not just them. Look at, there's a Canadian Minister of Defence who's come out and talked about alien warfare.
Get that. I mean, why would this advanced aliens want to work with us so they can study the fabric of the universe? That's nonsense. I've asked not to announce that they are here.
Unless they're because I do believe, I think there's truth in that. Listen, there's gonna be ultimate truth in this. Don't you fucking doubt it. Yeah, this is not thin air business. Yeah, even if it's one line, that line there could be the actual truth. Because think about it. They saying aliens, we saying interdimensional beings, or demons. Now, if the legend is real, and in CERN, in the town of Apollo, the village of Apollo something, yeah, which was a place that was dedicated to the temple of Apollyon, who in the Bible is named as Abaddon, who is named as the demon that is locked in the pit, that needs the key to get out, right? So now these lot are looking, they're doing the Higgs boson, CERN, Hadron Collider in that spot dedicated to Apollyon, right? No coincidence, right? On the border of France and Switzerland. Yeah. Underground, looking for particles to understand what? The fabric of fucking space and time. So it ain't a hard stretch to say that they're being commissioned by these so-called aliens, because maybe they can't access this reality in the way that you might imagine they could, or they do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, but I'm super skeptical at the same time. Like, I get what you're saying, but
like, at the end of the day, yeah, we're talking about how humans are being turned into vessels and being emptied. They've been taught practices that empty them. So clearly, someone out here has got something to fill these vessels with. This is my assumption.
Yeah,
it's what I know. Actually, if I'm being real,
yeah.
I know what's going on. This is why, you know what I mean. So these demons or these higher intelligences or these aliens or these interdimensional beings or these AIs, yeah, are going to be placed and are already being placed in positions where they can fully affect the physical world. fully now, not just through influence and jiggery pokery, but through reaching out and touching and pressing buttons and doing shit. And I think that could be in some way partly what we're seeing, some truth to that.
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's definitely something weird going on. I need to learn more about this, because a lot of this I just come across like today. Or do I even need to learn more? I just think these people are such wankers. Like the fact that there's a story about this galactic federation and that the aliens need to make us sane and understanding first before they appear. It lends itself exactly to what you're saying.
Right.
But to someone like myself, they just seem to just be pouring out what to me just looks like nonsense. I don't know how to fear these entities. I don't know how to.
You're about fear.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know how to.
Have you ever heard the ceremony of when they opened the Channel crossing?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Look at that. That's real weird.
The Gotthard Tunnel. You ain't seen that?
No, I haven't. Sorry, one sec, bro. One sec. I'm here, though. One sec.
Well, weird. You got to see it.
Yeah, let me have a look, because I think I got a kind of warning last time I played it from Russian Today. So let me see if I can find it from somewhere else. Let me see if I can find it from YouTube, actually.
I'm back anyway.
Yeah. 1 second. What was that one that you said that I should look at 6 years ago?
Oh, yeah. It was something about aliens existing.
Oh, no, there was a bloke, the Canadian official, used to be the ex-defence minister. 6 years ago, he come and spoke out, and he spoke out again a year ago. He's got a couple of videos. And he's been sort of like quite vocal again, trying to get people to listen to him.
What's he saying? What's he been saying?
He says that there was Galactic
Federation.
Yeah, and aliens will teach us if we stop warring. That we have to stop warring.
Yeah.
And talking about
we will stop warring. Trust me. We will stop warring, and there will be peace and security on the earth. You trust me. And then
we're going to have the fucking aliens.
What that peace and security is going to look like and what it's going to cost is a different thing. But yeah, if you've seen the Equilibrium, it might be something similar to that.
BBC ain't touched this story.
We say, family?
BBC ain't touched this story.
No?
No. I'm not saying the BBC is any kind of authority, but they like to get in on the bullshit. NBC has.
So check this now. Yeah, this is a ceremony. Yeah, a ceremony of the world's longest tunnel that goes through the Alps. Yeah, it's the first tunnel of its time.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah.
All right. So this is right next to the CERN tunnel, by the way. Yeah.
Some ball, something of ball or something. They rebuilt.
No. You talking about the Arch of Palmyra? No. That Arch of Palmyra, that's something different. We could talk about that afterwards. No, this is the world's largest tunnel. Officially opens in Switzerland, right next to where CERN is, around the same time of the 23rd. I don't know if you remember. There was this date, the 23rd of September, a couple of years ago. That was a significant date. You know, like these dates keep coming out every year. Yeah, well, that was one of them. And yeah, watch this. People dying, sacrificing themselves for the greater good. This ain't even half of it. They're missing out all the good shit.
Yeah. We like peace. The red arrow. And the red arrows, RAF.
Bro, the world's dignitaries was there, bro. Like bare presidents and prime ministers and shit, bro. Were there.
Yeah, that's what they put
on.
Worse
scenes than that.
People are weird, fam. Like, they're just weird, blood. Like, they're just so weird.
Yeah, that's one. I've seen a better one than that. Because it goes on for quite a while.
So it's like an hour or 2 hours long, man.
Yeah. But like
naked, like transgender kind of looking things and all different types of eyes and different witches. Like, it's weird, man. It's just off. Get me?
What?
Yeah.
We should go back and look at the Olympic ceremony all over again from 2012 because they had the NHS in that, didn't they? We should take a second look at that and see if it's
good. I'm telling you, that's the one with the 1,000 points of light, which we've just read about in the Lucis Trust.
I'm sure somebody showed some imagery from the 2012 and it had like a COVID, the so-called picture of the COVID fucking virus, like as you would see it under magnification.
Yeah.
Sure, I saw that somewhere.
Something like that.
On the 2012 imagery as well. I didn't even click on it. I'm sure I saw something along those lines.
Yeah, that little thing, whenever I watch it, gives me a little off feeling, man. It's like, oh.
Yeah, as soon as that came on, it's like making me feel a bit ill.
Yeah, I mean, why would people be looking at that? I mean, thinking of doing a dance. How does that? It doesn't even connect, does it?
For the opening of a tunnel, you know.
And why are the world's leaders there? Why is the person we've supposedly elected to represent us? Why is they there enjoying that nonsense? Like, for what purpose? Shit's just weird. They're just weirdos. Weird.
Yeah, so I wonder how they keep up a semblance of normality in their day to day. If you're privy to, like, imagine that you're privy to, let's just make up a whole fantasy world of shit that you know about and majority of the world don't know about. How do you maintain normalcy?
With that stupid smile that they hold or that look that they give you, where they just stare at you like they're fucking drones, because they are. Sick, twisted, evil, and I don't even think they maintain any kind of normality, because nothing about what they do is normal. Nothing about their lives is normal.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I wouldn't say. I think they do live semi. Yeah, I do. I do think
semi-normal. Who?
Well, yeah, they have no. I think a lot of them. Pardon?
You think Boris has got a normal life, and will have a normal life after this?
Maybe not Boris.
That's what I mean.
Definitely people around him have.
Oh yeah, of course. But Boris,
and you know what? Even Boris, because he's just a prime minister. In 10 years' time, he could do what he likes. He was riding the bike up until a couple of months ago on the fucking pavement. Do you know what I mean?
Panama.
Yeah, Panama not, but like, I know what you mean.
He was running around.
What's your prime minister?
You have
You have lifelong armed security by the police, police protection. That's a fact.
You think Corbyn's got that?
You remember? Don't you remember? They all got. Don't you remember? David Cameron's security guard left the Glock on the fucking plane. Remember that? Last year or something?
I kind of remember it. It was in a case. Someone found it and handed it in or something.
Yeah. No, he left the Glock. He left it in the bathroom. He left it
in the toilet. That's it. Yeah.
Big whap.
Yeah.
What's the possibilities of someone grabbing that, clicking the safety, and just banging shots in David's face, shooting him out? I just, for some reason, I feel like things like that just can't happen. Maybe that's me overestimating them, but like I feel like if them things only happen when they want them to happen, like Kennedy and that. If he even was killed,
outside of someone else actually wanting it to happen, them things don't happen unless it's some kind of.
Did you hear the one of Angelina Jolie where she was undercover, like recorded, where she was explaining some ceremonies that she's done?
Something. What was she? What did she say? She said something. Yeah, I can't remember what it was now. Secret recording. She didn't say too much, but it was inferred. There was something in there. Yeah. Mills. Right, Mills.
Yo, family G.
You say you come to put in your 20 minutes, yeah?
Come on, you know me, fam.
Big up. Big up,
I'm
family.
not gonna lie, bro. What happened? I see Freestyle Friday happen last night, fam. I was like, what?
I know what you've been on, bro. I know what you've been doing, man. Merry Christmas, isn't it? Merry Christmas, man. It's all right, bro. It's all right.
Christmas Mubarak and that. Come on.
Nah. I know it
I said it, and my mom tried to slap me. She was like, "Don't ever try to say that." She weren't having it, bro. She wasn't having it.
She weren't feeling your humor, man. She's like, nah. Get me. Shut up and eat your turkey. Shut up. Yeah, we've been talking about madness. This show has been crazy, man. I definitely need to cut some of this out and upload it, man.
Talk to me. What's been happening?
We've just been talking about loads of stuff, man. Loads, man. Don't even know where we're at right now. Where are we at? Huh? What was we last saying? Guys,
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
No, I'm asking others. I'm trying to remember. Jupiter?
I'm seeing if I can find that video.
Okay. Oh, what the Angelina Jolie one?
Yeah, I type it in. It takes us to a load of stuff, but one ain't there. It's weird.
What's that? Admitting her ceremony.
Remember, yeah, she's the one that used to.
Turks, you know.
Remember, she's the one that used to be with Bobby, Tommy Lee, whatever. She used to carry a vial of blood around her neck of her husband, of her boyfriend, and that. Like, yeah, she's maddy anyway.
She even admitted to it, bro. She admitted to the people that were there, the people that done stuff to her, the stuff that was it her initiation? If you type in Angelina Jolie initiation.
İnsanların katıldığı İsviçre.
Go on. I'll translate for you. That's Turkish.
How is it?
Yeah. Wait a second.
I've always loved sci-fi and the idea of being right on the edge of discovery. Varmış gibi görünüyor. Sizlere izleyip her karesini ince ince ele alabilmeniz için orijinal linkini
I can see what he's saying anyway. It's got subtitles.
The original link.
It's got subtitles, bro.
Bu organizasyonun ya da namı diğer bu ayenin üzerinden birkaç yıl geçti ve yine büyük bir kitlenin izlemiş olabileceğini düşünüyorum. Alman yönetmen Volker Hesse, okült elit gündemini ve felsefesini sembolik gizli toplum ritüellerinde yeniden canlandırılan dramaları anımsatan dramatik gösterileri tam olarak sergilemekten hoşlanıyor. Dahası olimpiyatlar veya büyük inşaatlar gibi'nin farkında. Ben garip. Bu sahne tünelin inşaat bebek yüzlü bir Lucifer görünüyor.
Like, is that a man or a woman? S, can you see this?
Baby face of Satan. He said. Şeytanın bebek yüzü. So basically, the devil's, the Shaitan's baby face.
Man. Can you see this, S?
Smother.
Or he's left the building? Dupes is...
Yeah, I'm still watching.
Okay, yeah. No, he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right in the background. Did you find the video, Dupes?
No, not the one that I wanted. I couldn't find it, no.
I don't think you'll find it on YouTube either.
I've seen it before, though.
Yeah, that's where it originally was, but they've obviously got rid of it.
She got a legal team.
Or it's there, but you've got to come across it by algorithm rather than typing in. You know they do that sometimes.
Yeah. Who's saying that's Dave Smith, man? You're not taking a piss.
Oh, shit.
Dave Smith, so I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is this, man?
Bu sahne
Who are these people? That's what I don't know. That's what I've reminded it to try and see who these people are.
neden onların üzerinde ürkütücü bir şekilde uçuyor. Bu noktadan itibaren olay tamamen şeytani bir törene dönüşüyor. Yoksa ölen o işçiler kurban mı edilmişti? Keçi gibi giyinmiş bir adam, herkes ona saygı gösterirken törenin ustası olur. Bunun bir tünel inşa etmekle ne alakası var? Kitle iletişim araçları bu töreni açıklamak için boşuna çabalarken Alplerde dağ keçilerinin olduğunu ifade ediyor. Bu da keçi adamı açıklıyor. Onlara göre tabii ki. Peki bu keçi adam neden bu kadar güçlü bir konumda? İnsanlar neden ona boyun eğiyor? Tören yerel halk masallarından, özellikle Gatır geçitinden geçen şeytanın köprüsüyle ilgili efsaneden ilham alıyor gibi görünüyor. Kısaca efsaneden bahsedelim arkadaşlar. Tabii sizler de yorumlarınızda düşüncelerinizi mutlaka belirtin. Bu özel köprünün efsanesi, Reus'u geçmenin o kadar zor olduğunu ve bir İsviçreli çobanın şeytanın bir köprü kurmasını dilediğini belirtir. Şeytan ortaya çıktı. Ancak ilk geçen kişinin ruhunun kendisine verilmesini istedi. Dağcı kabul etti. Ancak rakibini onlu kayayı 127 metre hareket ettirmek için 300.000 İsviçre...
What?
What was that?
I don't know. It said something about, it started giving numbers, and I was like, how's it giving you numbers of what? It's pulling
şeytani bir tören olduğunu doğruluyor. Bir kadın töreniyle gizli seçkinler dünya
What the fuck is that?
talking about the deepest tunnel in the world.
kontrol ettiklerini söylüyorlar. Başka bir deyişle politikayı, finansmanı ve işletmeyi kontrol ettikleri için bu tür projeleri gerçekleştirebilecek tek kişiler onlar gibi görünüyor.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
The Turks don't fuck about when it comes to like masonry and things like that. Like they'll openly show you. But I don't know whether that's the the more and more I'm seeing it, is that to basically show their power, or is that to, do you know what I mean? Is that to show their power, their strength, or is that to basically show you the truth? I think it's more to show you the truth, if you ask me. Only reason why, because you got it here, they don't tell you the truth out here. Do you know what I mean? They're more subtle about it. You won't hear about fucking masonry.
Troublesome Hodge, did you recognize the IMF leader, or are you just guessing? I said, sack this translator, get Khan in. The thing is, yeah, I don't know why you look at home couldn't see the subtitles, but I could.
Oh, no way! I'm sitting there listening. You know. Obviously, he said.
Would you see the subtitles?
I don't know. You know, Jed. I was, because I understand the language. I don't even look at the subtitles.
Yeah, that's weird.
They do them rituals though. We've seen them rituals before. So what was you lot talking about? Angelina Jolie?
Yeah,
and her initiation.
I don't know. Jupiter just brought it up. She's gone quiet now. She was chatting away.
No, I just seen a video. I was just about to watch it actually while you lot were talking. By Vice, it says the head of a satanic temple explains Satanism. So I was going to see what he's going to say.
Yeah, I know what they're going to say. I can tell you what they're going to say. It's just a philosophy. It's a principle. They don't necessarily believe in it. They don't in an entity or a being called Satan. It's just about rebelliousness and finding yourself and mastery of yourself and all that bollocks. Just like what we've been reading on the Lucifer Trust. They're going to say the same type of shit, just in their own way. They're not going to tell you we believe in the devil, and they're not saying that.
No, it doesn't. It does. It says the foundation of Satanism is built upon the self and carrying out the devil's work.
Yeah, but they'll break it down what they mean by that, the devil's work, which is they'll talk about enlightenment and lifting people and, do you know what I mean? Believing in yourself and all that shit. That's what they'll read more if there's more. Let's see what they say. Maybe I could be wrong. But I've listened to Anton LaVey and people like that before, and yeah. They tell you that it's all metaphorical and allegorical and, I mean, just like the Masons do. Just allegory, ritual is just not really like nothing, no mumbo jumbo. Anyone could be one. It's nothing. Our doors are open. There's no secret. That's the way they drop it to you. Talking double talk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh God, this bloke is weird. He's off his face. Look at it, it's a video. Have a look yourself. It's called The Head of a Satanic Temple Explains Satanism, and it's Vice.
Nah, I'm not fucking with Vice. I know. Can't play nothing because they're serious. They don't play around. I've had trouble with them.
Oh, yeah, you're monetized, aren't you?
Yeah, man. I know already, man.
Oh, it's weird. It says
you can't critique Vice. You can't.
In touch with the devil.
Sorry?
He says they do it to get in touch with the devil.
Okay.
Nice.
What did you say? Is this what is this? The satanic temple or the Church of Satan?
The head of a satanic temple explains.
Oh, of a satanic. Okay, just some freelancing thing. Now the big boys like Anton LaVey, the Church of Satan. You get me? The founder of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will tell you it's allegory and it's this and that. And these little fucking dons, they do whatever. I don't know. And they're not lying either, but they're not going to get taken seriously. They're just like some side people.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. But he was 100% right when he was describing the way that the Masonic Christians view Lucifer. You know what I mean? I need to sit and go through this Masonic Bible that I got.
Jeez. See the difference between them.
Oh, people always ask me like, oh, like the thing is, yeah, because I talk about these things and I share certain experiences. Some people try to go around and say, oh, look, he's into this and he's into. I ain't into shit, and like I don't know how much clearer I could be that I'm not into nothing. Like, but the only way I can do it is try and be open and frank with my feelings, and people still look at me and see some fucking, I don't know. It's like you're dumb, bruv. Like, anyway, man. I mean, like you take a video of mine, but oh look, he's got the Eye of Horus. You look dumb. Like
That's
at the time when I was using the Eye of Horus, I was into Commission history, and I thought it was like a good way to involve like culture and whatnot into a logo. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you grow and evolve, but like I'm not one of them people to say, look, oh look, they've got this, or they're throwing up this, or they've got that. That must mean that they're part of something. No. I go with you need a lot more. You need to be a lot more trained in how you process this information. Otherwise, you go around throwing fingers and accusing everyone. It doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? And there are people that are inside or like influential in some sort of way that are not necessarily privy to all the information you would assume they did. So, and I think that's how the system works on a need-to-know basis. That makes it workable and foolproof almost. Because you can't assume that, for instance, Boris Johnson knows the secrets of the fucking universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, what was I going to say? You know, going back to aliens, have you heard of Rendlesham Forest? Where there was an incident where they reckon they got left codes and they finally translated them and it had some message from the future on. Let's see if I can find that one for you. That one's quite interesting. Rendlesham Forest. But there's been loads of this stuff. You just have to listen to it and then work through it, whether it's shit or whether it's not. But it was a military guy that done this one. Let's see if it comes up still.
S is spitting some shit in the back.
Huh?
S is just getting on to Jed in the private chat because he joke. Man's just typing in the back and he's on the panel. Killing me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back, man. I'm back. What are we saying? I missed what was being said.
There was nothing being said.
Nothing. I'm saying, have you heard the story of Rendlesham Forest, where there was meant to have been? Some people say that's fake. Some people say that's real.
I see this comment that my man's reading there. What's wrong with this you?
I don't know. It's gone.
What are you doing? What are you doing? It's
weird.
Like, look what you read. Look what you read. Jedi's into the occult, bullying, far right Muslim, neo-Nazi, Rastafarian, Black Panther apologist, roadman. Why are you violating me for S in the private chat? What the fuck's wrong with you? You missed Islamophobe as well, by the way.
It's mad because you're a far right Muslim Islamophobe. Mazza.
Oh well. I don't know. On that note, I'm going to leave anyway.
Yeah.
See you all later. Take care, guys.
Right,
Take
man, big
care.
up.
Bye bye.
Peace.